For Hype Plus, it's your boy K-Rob. The definition of a character actor is a supporting actor known for small parts who plays unusual, interesting, or eccentric characters. We often recognize the face of a character actor, but may not always know the actor's name, which can sometimes be a negative to the performer. Sometimes when a performer kills their role that they are assigned, it can be difficult for the audience to see them as anything else outside of that role. An example of this would be Family Matters' Jaleel White. Mostly known for his portrayal of Steve Urkel, he has gone on to appear in other projects since then, but is still referred to as Urkel. Dennis Haysbert is another example of a character actor who seems not to struggle with this supposed negativity. Haysbert is a phenomenal talent that has been showcasing his skills for 6 decades now. There's no way to remain that consistent with just one role. His talent has seen him traverse across a wide selection of movies, television shows, commercials, video games, and live theater. Haysbert has made a career playing strong, intriguing characters with his signature voice. So here's who is Dennis Haysbert. Dennis Dexter Haysbert was born June 2nd, 1954 in San Mateo, California, the son of Gladys, a homemaker and house cleaner, and Charles Whitney Haysbert Sr., a deputy sheriff and airline security guard. He is the 8th of 9 children, having 2 sisters and 6 brothers. Dennis was born with a hole in his heart, a defect that led his family to baby him and protect him for years. I was never coddled, but always protected. My family has said that when I come into the room as a child, it would go silent because people could actually hear my heart working. Along with acting, playing sports was also a big part of Haysbert's younger years. I didn't start performing until I was in high school, and I did it at the same time as I played football, and that was very interesting. We just didn't go into theater. It was looked at as in, oh my goodness, sissies do that. And I would say, run around my side, and say that as you're running. I played outside linebacker and hit very, very hard. I say, I bet you've never been hit that hard by an actor. Haysbert graduated from San Mateo High School in 1972. After high school, being 6 feet and 5 inches, he was offered athletic scholarships, but as a result from suffering from various sports injuries and seemingly faced with limited options, he decided to pursue acting instead, which would provide him with the opportunity to play an athlete on screen. Let me tell you, I just knew it was a calling. I knew what I wanted to do when I was 10 years old. I love movies, all kinds of movies, regardless of who was in it. Some of my favorites were In the Heat of the Night and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with the late Sidney Poitier. He was such an inspiration being a black actor. From there, he chose to study acting at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. There he learned the art of fencing and improving his character study and talents, which also helped him hone his signature sound. We had this 1,200 seat theater with a 50-foot stage and an orchestra pit, so I had to learn to project. Before fame, Haysbert worked as a grocery bagger, which included him using his voice for store announcements, a shoe salesman, and a laborer. He also served in the United States Army as a ranger and worked as a security guard, all while pursuing an acting career. After graduating from the academy in 1977, Haysbert set out on his professional journey. His career officially began in 1978, where he appeared in the Emmy-winning episode of the Ed Asner-led CBS series Lou Grant, and a guest role in The White Shadow as a street basketball player. Most of his early roles utilized his athletic stature, making him the ideal casting choice for the young black athlete. During the 80s, Haysbert continued to land roles on shows like Laverne and Shirley, The Incredible Hulk, A-Team, Magnum P.I., Night Court, and many more. He also appeared in a few movies, but his big film debut role occurred in 1989 in the comedy Major League. Haysbert played Pedro Serrano, a voodoo-practicing Cuban baseball player seeking religious Islam, and he became the team's token home run hitter. His performance of the character's comedic story arc had the industry taking notice of his timing, good looks, and talent. He went on to reprise the role in the following sequels. As the 90s continued, Haysbert's career progressed. He starred in films like Random Hearts, Heat, Waiting to Exhale, and Love Field. Then in the early 2000s, he co-starred in Far From Heaven, Love and Basketball, Jarhead, and as the lead in Goodbye Buffalo, where he portrayed legendary South African leader and activist Nelson Mandela. Where he stated in interviews it was a labor of love to learn to become the icon, and an honor to portray him through film. In 2001, Haysbert would gain even more traction when he was cast in 24 as a U.S. Senator David Palmer, who served as the first black U.S. president in the context of the show during the 2nd and 3rd season. He was nominated for a Golden Globe and for a Golden Satellite Award in 2002 for his role. Haysbert stated in an interview for the show that there were 3 men he admired most: Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, and Colin Powell, collectively embody his idea of what a president should be. From 2006 to 2009, Haysbert appeared in Breach and portrayed lead character Jonah Bland in the CBS military action drama The Union, and as Dion Fairbanks in Justin Simeon's 2014 Dear White People. Then in November 2016, Haysbert began his co-starring role in Sci-Fi's Incorporated, as well as appearing on the Fox and Netflix show Lucifer. After that, appearing in films like Think Like a Man 2 and Fist Fight. Since 2003, Haysbert has appeared as the official spokesperson for Allstate Insurance. His commercials typically end with one of the two Allstate Corporation's official slogans, either "Are you in good hands?" or "That's Allstate stand." He has also appeared in Spanish language commercials. In a 2016 interview with Parade, Haysbert was asked, with him having a successful career in television and film, why does he continue to do commercials for Allstate? "I like the company and the people in it, and it is a good insurance company. Everything that I say, lawyers have to pore over, so I know I'm pushing an honest product. It gets the gravy on the rice of my day." In that same interview, he even admitted that appearing in the Allstate commercials eventually led him to create his own sportswear line, DHS. "It came about basically because I was losing my identity. I went through a phase where all I was doing was commercials, and not that it was a bad thing, but I was referred to as the Allstate guy. As I was walking the streets, someone would come up to me on the street, you would like them to know your name. So I was like, I have to do something to raise awareness, even if it was just for myself or who and what I want to be. So I came up with the DHS line. I designed the logo, and I'm working on the quality of the clothing that I use. But one of the things that I insist on is that it's all made in America." Haysbert was also the spokesperson for Harlem Health Expo, Break the Silence, in the fight against AIDS, as well as for the Western Center on Law. Along with his on-camera work on television and film, he has made a name for himself in voiceover, lending his talents to animated shows such as The Boondocks, Godzilla the series, Superman the animated series, The Batman Adventures, and was the first actor to portray DC Comics' Green Lantern Corps character, Kilowog. He's also voiced characters in animated films such as Wreck-It Ralph, Kung Fu Panda 2, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and several video games, one of which he reprised his role as David Palmer in 24 The Game. In a March 2022 interview with Ebony, Haysbert was asked about how he felt about being a black actor in the entertainment industry today, and he responded, "We're still dealing with a great deal of adversity, racism, classism, and everything else, but it's getting better. I hope that through my work I am able to make it better for black actors coming after me in some way, just like the great black actors who came before me. These collective contributions make it great to be an actor for each generation." Aside from his commercial work, where he plays himself, Dennis Haysbert's career as an actor is well established. He's received critical acclaim for his performances and has inspired many aspiring actors. His work in various film projects has definitely left a mark on the industry, although some who may not be familiar with his work outside of Allstate does not negate the hard work that Haysbert has put in since the 70s. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel, follow Comedy Hype across all social media, and look out for original content on our new streaming service. For Hype Plus, this has been your boy K-Rob.